So what's the story? You're not gonna have any wine?
But not this early.
Really?
Right. It's
You always
hot.
start with a glass of wine.
I know, but it's hot. You start drinking, I'll get silly and I won't be able to function. I won't have a fair amount of composure. Do you want the red Speedo or the black Speedo? Whatever.
It's warm.
Oh.
What's on? Little one?
Yeah. Hold on. It's the before, the warm up. Paul, maybe the hottest day of the year.
Why don't we just make a fresh fruit salad, a pitcher of pina colada, and go out and sit in the shade?
That works for me.
All right, it is summer, folks, so here's what we're doing.
Okay, this show, by the way, is going to go like clockwork because we rehearsed it last week. We went through the whole thing. No, we didn't, did we,
We're
Paul?
down the Joe Bridge pub. But anyhow,
Yeah, all right.
since it is summer, we thought we'd do some summery type dishes.
Sure.
So we're going to offer you a recipe for what I call Mexican shrimp cocktail. It's basically a gazpacho with shrimp in it, but it's pretty tasty.
Will I have Montezuma's revenge after I eat this?
No.
No, okay.
And then George is going to do two things.
A broccoli salad. It's no cooking involved. We'll call it Mary's broccoli salad. She allowed the recipe out of the house. And we're going to cook some chicken breasts in, well, I was going to say ghee, but you know, that sounds awful. Clarified butter.
We're not in Mumbai yet.
And I'll talk about that later. And in our part of the country, strawberries are just at their peak. And so it's a strawberry BBQ sauce. Intriguing.
You ever heard of that?
No, nobody's heard of it. We haven't heard of it either.
No. This recipe, I'll tell you the ingredients in a moment, but it calls for a habanero.
Yes.
But I am using jalapeno. Habaneros are extremely hot. They're real fire eaters. And if you're not aware of it, the way they measure the heat in peppers is the Scoville range. Okay,
But it's done.
Scoville
It's
units.
done the day after you eat them. You eat them and then you
It's when they
measure
do the autopsy. If
the,
you
the
have
next day. Yes.
But
Yeah. Not
a
bad.
habanero is you're up there at the 25,000 or so.
I also understand that if you leave the seeds in, it's hotter also.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that. The last I was reading about the Scoville unit, it was some Chinese pepper. I mean, it's absolutely nuclear, thermonuclear.
Yeah.
I've got 4 tomatoes in all here, so I
It's
have
almost
made.
like a salsa though.
Yeah, it's gazpacho, sort of, you know.
Yeah.
But I have also used canned tomatoes, low salt.
You want these fairly small.
Yes.
Chopped.
Yeah, fairly finely diced.
Now, you notice he's taking out the seeds and stuff. So whatever method you use to take the seeds out of your
Actually, take my fingers right in there and
dig your
squeeze it.
fingers in. It's good.
We have a half a cup of red onion, 2 cloves of garlic that have morphed into 5 English cucumbers, a healthy half a cup of celery,
And that'll cool it down.
a jalapeno,
That won't cool it down.
That
so
won't cool
much.
it down.
No.
green pepper, tomatoes.
What you want to really do is do the prep. Cut all the stuff that you need, put them on the side. It makes assembly so much easier. Getting everything ready to go and then start to cook makes all the difference in the world. You'll have better success.
I tried to get some fresh corn, but it was too early at the store,
So what's that, cream corn?
This is kind of a cream corn, yeah, which I would not recommend.
Why didn't you get regular corn?
Because I did it quick.
You can't. See? I know. Organic ketchup. Don't get it on my... Good God.
I'm going to chop up a little cilantro. We're going to add in there for a little bit more flavor. This is kind of a fun dish to make.
Well,
using a lot
it
of
is.
summer vegetables.
I probably wouldn't suggest the cream corn, but...
No, I know, I made a mistake.
Yeah, you did. It probably ruined the whole dish, Paul.
I'm going to add some clam juice.
That much?
Half a cup. You want this to have a little bit of liquid. So we are going to probably add a bit more ketchup. You don't want it like a gazpacho cold soup, but you want it sort of halfway between a solid and a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a little bit looser than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. It's great looking. I mean, talk about summery looking. Whew.
What's this?
This is a little French sea salt.
French sea salt.
Yeah.
This is $12 worth of salt. Right?
Oh yeah. And $8 worth of pepper. I'm a sucker for all that stuff. I love it. A little oregano.
Can't go wrong with oregano.
I am
A
using
man of many
Cholula. This is hot, but it's not a killer. You know, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's down there on the Scoville.
The Scoville. Low Scoville unit?
Yeah. You give that a mixture while I dig out the shrimp.
Dig out. I'm not sure I like the word dig out, Paul.
Net.
Connected with shrimp.
You're gonna cut these into thirds, okay?
Are you going to put them all in there?
Yeah. You might do a little foo-foo thing with it. Ooh, I love shrimp. All right, I'm gonna save 3 here that we'll use as garnish.
In goes the shrimp. So really, you can get pre-cooked shrimp, or you can cook it yourself. It doesn't take long. And you saw we haven't cooked a thing on this. This is all...
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this set a while
meld, let the
Yeah.
flavors...
in the refrigerator, and then
Yeah.
we'll put it in our serving dishes when we're all done with the
Oh.
items, okay?
Goodness sake. Oh, you have to just...
This is a Chardonnay.
Yeah, it's a good Chardonnay.
Slightly sweet, that's good, but not too much.
Yeah, no, it's good.
We'll give the cameraman some later.
Maybe.
Shouldn't film and drive. Drink and film.
Film and drink. Film and drive. These are beautiful chicken breasts, but they're thick. So I'm going to try to cut them in half. If you get small enough ones, you won't have to. And you could cook them this thick. It's okay. It just might take a little long.
By the way, we should thank Christina Cristoforo. We are using her kitchen. We've used it before. I can't believe she's my husband.
I can't either. I mean, she's a woman destined for sainthood. So you see, it's just very simple. You just slice the sucker in half. Now I have 3 chicken breasts, which would make 6 pieces. But you know what? I'm just going to do those. I think that's all we need. We have a beautiful, beautiful cast iron skillet.
I think it's heating up.
Yeah. What I have here is clarified butter. You look at it, looks like butter, doesn't it? Here's the trick. If you haven't ever made clarified butter, it's easy peasy. I did use unsalted butter here, cut it up into cubes, warmed it up in a pan, and you'll notice there's little white things that will float to the top. That's just the milk solids. You skim those off, you don't throw them away, you put them aside, and the next time you're cooking something like eggs or something, throw them in there. It gives a nice butter flavor, the whole thing. So,
Or you can use Elmer's glue. It has about the same effect on your arteries.
yeah, something like that. And then you pour the remaining butter through a sieve, small sieve, whatever you have. And you end up with clarified butter, or if you're from India, ghee.
Ghee?
What it allows you to do is cook it at a higher temperature. And that's good when you're cooking chicken like this, or many other things.
See, I got 6 months. I just had my cardiology appointment, so I could go crazy for the next 5 months, and then last month try to clean it up.
It doesn't work like that, Paul.
Doesn't?
No, no.
I got it. It's pretty hot.
It's a bit. All set. Really nice. It's a simple way to do it. It's really the simplest way to cook chicken. Gonna make a broccoli salad. Remember, this is my wife's recipe. She said, "Do you know how to prepare the broccoli?" And I paused a second and said, "Can you show me?" She said, "Yes." You cut a piece of it off, and then you take some of the end here and cut that off. You then start to peel off as many of these as will come off easily. So you just keep cutting back, and then you can peel off these little florets very nicely. And when they won't peel off easily, you cut a little bit more of that off. Isn't that easy? She says, "It's gonna take you forever." I said, "Oh yeah, well, so I've got some of it already made, and I'm only gonna demo all of this for you." You'll notice some of it has a little yellow on the side. That's just the place where the sun didn't get. So you just kind of take that off. And it's not like snow, Paul, the yellow snow. It's different. Nothing. Well, you could get confused. And this needs to be bite-sized pieces. Now, for your case, I could throw the whole thing in, but...
Your wife taught you that?
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm not gonna belabor this, because it's boring. We're gonna dress this. Dressing is very simple. I've got half a cup of mayo, a quarter of a cup of...
Sucrose. Sugar.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Sucre.
Did you say sugar? I thought you said salt.
And 1.5 tablespoons of plain old white vinegar. We'll put all that in there. And look at that. And really, we've just thinned this down a bit. This is going to really separate out the men from the boys. We need to wait 12 to 24 hours for this to kind of melt. So this is going to be a long show. So then, raisins. Yeah, raisins. And that adds a little bit of original sweetness and whatever. This is red onion, chopped extremely fine. Yep, red onion in it. The flavors will play off just beautifully. The fact that you can leave this marinate in the fridge for such a huge amount of time is really nice in the summer. You make this the day ahead. Put it in, it's similar to potato salad. You make a good potato salad, you'll let it sit all night. We'll let this sit for a bit, and then we'll finish it off in a little bit with some toppings.
With some what?
Some toppings.
What?
Toppings.
Oh, toppings.
Toppings. His hearing is bad too. I really have to ask the question is, how many of you have cooked with a strawberry barbecue sauce? All of the sauces I've ever made, and I've made a few barbecue sauces, are tomato-based. Every single one.
This recipe calls
Ginger.
for 2 tablespoons of ginger. That's a little bit more. I like ginger, and it gives this recipe some horsepower. We've heated up this pan with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
Add the ginger, the garlic,
Yeah.
pepper. Pepper and strawberry, is a classic old-time French combination. Okay, I have taken these strawberries imported them. I'm going to add about a cup of these quarters.
You're not sure of it. I can tell the audience is not sure. Strawberry barbecue sauce with all the stuff in it.
You're going to add a bit of salt to it. You're going to cook it until the strawberries start to break down. They'll get mushy. This is going to take about
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours.
By that time, the
it's
salad will
6 to
be
8 minutes. High heat. And they'll break down. 10-ounce jar of all fruit strawberry, not jam. You want it smooth, okay?
Smooth like we are.
A sprit. Yeah, right. 1 teaspoon Worcestershire. Soy. 1 teaspoon of soy. What?
Camera's over
Where?
there. Over there.
I see it.
Yeah. Spoke to that one. Yeah. Boy, they saw you coming. Ooh, Coleman's. Oh, could you live without this stuff?
This stuff.
It has some flavor.
Yeah, it has some zest, as we say. We're gonna put it in the food processor.
Yeah, food process down here to chop that little sucker up. Food processors, if you don't have one, change your whole kind of cooking that you might be doing.
Oh, it's amazing. Ready?
Yeah. Pulse. They always say, pulse it until it's, And I got a blender, and a blender sometimes will do certain kinds of sauces for you too. Yeah, well, he gets carried away. How's it looking?
Oh, yeah.
Let me know whether or not I should taste it.
My God. It's sublime. Subtle.
Oh.
Smooth. Is that?
Honest to God.
I can't believe this. We've never made this before.
No.
We've talked about it. We've kind of, what should we add?
Oh,
Where should it go?
goodness sakes alive.
Oh, the
Yeah.
cookbook. The cookbook's gonna be something else, man.
That is absolutely, I gotta say. By the way, it has a very slight afterbite from the jalapenos.
Not too much.
Nothing
But-
hot or offensive.
You could see why I didn't want to use the habanero, though.
No,
It would
no,
kill the sweetness.
There would only be like, out of 20 people, one that would love that.
I am using a wine glass. You definitely want a clear glass serving dish for this Mexican shrimp cocktail. You got to see all those ingredients. I mean, they talk about colorful.
I saw one of the shows.
What other cooking show would you watch other than us? I mean, what?
Well, we steal ideas. Where would we get the ideas for the show, Paul, if I didn't watch these?
Our fine director talked about foo-foo stuff before, but I think, look at this.
Look what the
You know,
lemon
and-
around it. Oh, God.
Is that cool or what?
Yeah. Now I'm just going to pretend this is just one big salad. Now, while Paul's fooling around with that, this morning I toasted some pine nuts. Toasted pine nuts. You can just sprinkle those on. All right? Bacon. Ooh. Oh, what the hell. You garnish it with
A lot of
a
bacon.
lot of bacon. This is crazy.
I mean, we shouldn't be complimenting ourselves, but this, you know.
I want somebody to write in and say, oh yeah, I do the strawberry barbecue sauce all the time. I want to see that letter,
Yeah.
and I want to talk to that person.
Yeah.
And you know what? Some of the times I try some things at home, and you get through, and you go,
Mary.
yeah, maybe not again. It's okay. If you're able to get it down fine. You didn't waste anything.
Ted Williams didn't hit
if
a
you're
home
not-
run at every at-bat.
And if you're not able to get it down, there's always several restaurants around you. You know that. This salad.
You
right
want to wow your guests.
That is beautiful. And we took longer than it would if we were just not fooling around here in the kitchen. We could have pounded this out in no time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. What do you think? Is this another one? Did we do it
Come on,
again?
huh? What do you think, folks? Come on. Try this at home.
Try it.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. What are we going to do the next show? What are we going to top this?
We might do an outdoor,
Yes. It is summer. We're going to do it. We're going to wait for cooler
a little
day.
barbecue and smoking.
Little bar.
No, Paul.
Oh.
Different kind of smoking.
It's legal now.
What I would...
All right, let's get
That's
it.
the best.
We're going to eat some of this.
You think some of this? Hey guys, you probably haven't noticed, but we have fun.
The food ain't bad. Try it, please.
Please.
Someone out there at TV Land, try this. I'll tell you.
You're gonna love it.
It's unbelievable.
Take care, guys. Yeah, he called me up and while I was exercising today. And so, you know, he claims he exercises. He does. Every first Tuesday of the month, is that when you exercise?
Yeah.
Something like that. But that's all right. Pretty soon it'll be grumpy old man cooking. Which man? We don't know.
I told you that.
The clean living one. Oh, well.
My cardiologist told me that I am his best patient.
You-